My office is a mess, y'all. But it's 2025. Dude, okay. 2024 went by a lot slower than I anticipated. I was hoping for like this year to just kind of just fly by. It's been a very, very low work year for me. Guys, I don't typically do New Year's resolutions or New Year's things I want to change about myself, you know, because I'm the type of person, if you want to change yourself, you do it now instead of waiting until January 1st. YouTube has been pretty generous with putting my channel out there to new folks with the shorts and my long form videos now, so I'm pretty hopeful that we can like hit this goal and like, dude, get monetized. What else? But happy new year to all of you guys out there. I appreciate those who take time to watch my videos, subscribe, like, comment, share, hate, it doesn't matter. Any interaction is appreciated. Happy new year. I'm hoping that this year will be a good year for me. It's been pretty rough with my mental health and shit, but we're okay. We're here. God bless us another year. And happy new year! But I was thinking like, what's a good way to bring in the new year, right? Duh. With a horror story. I might as well just scare the GBs out my asshole because, you know, Digital Kai is weird. Y'all know this already. But if you're new by any chance, I'm Digital Kai. We're about to just hop into this real quick. I did not do my intro. So let's do that real quick. Hello, I'm Digital Kai and welcome back to my horror story series. Oh crap. Today we're checking out 2 New Year's Eve horror stories animated by IMR Scary Tales. I'm not going to do all 3 because that's pretty darn long. I don't want this to be a super long video for the new year. I just want to just get into this because I don't write scripts for my videos. This is all cold turkey. What? This is all like top of the head talking. So we about to just hop right into it. Happy New Year. Let's get into it.
Matthew was all set to go out party hard tonight.
Oh no, that's right.
He called his best friend Rita and said,
wait a minute. Turn these captions off. What?
said, hey, excited for New Year's Eve?
No.
What are we all doing tonight?
We getting crunk!
With that same
we getting crunk!
excitement in her voice, Rita replied, of course. I have told everyone to arrive at 10 p.m. sharp at the club. I will text you the address as well. Don't be late, dumbass.
Damn. We getting crunk! Let's go!
She chuckled and disconnected the phone. Within 2 minutes, a text popped up in Matthew's phone.
IMR Club 2021 subscribe!
IMR Club 2021, Subscribe Street, 10 p.m. Matthew looked at the clock.
Oh yeah, that's a good point to make. Digital Kai, subscribe to her. If you're new. No, you won't do.
It was 8:30 already. He finished his coffee and ran to the washroom to get ready. Matthew lives in his apartment alone.
Ooh.
His parents stay in Texas. 3 years earlier, he shifted to New York and started his career
I gotta see
here.
your cheeks!
Don't know why, but Matthew loves New York. He feels so normal while walking down these streets. This city is always busy, and now due to New Year, it has
these people look real!
turned even more glamorous. The roads are decorated with bright lights, stars, Happy New Year banners. People are looking at their best, and every nightclub, pub, restaurant is filled with their crackles of joy and laughter.
Let's go!
IMR Club is nearly 15 minutes drive from his house. This
bad,
club
y'all.
many times. Rita and Matthew often go there to grab a drink after a long, tiring week at work.
Actually, I'm gonna get a bowl of Chex Mix real quick. I'll be back.
Switch.
Okay, got my Chex Mix. Sorry, y'all. Let's go.
The streets are covered with white snow, and blinking decorations appeared like a dream to Matthew. He stood near the wide dining hall while combing his hair. His phone rang suddenly, and he snapped out of his thoughts.
Hey, Mom.
It was his mother. He answered the call. Hi, Mom. What's up? His mother spoke from the other side. Happy New Year in advance, honey. Don't get too drunk.
Nah, you supposed to call your mom on New Year's, dude. Every single New Year since I moved out, I would call my mom, dude. Or if I'm spending New Year's with my boyfriend's family, I would call my mom at midnight sharp. Happy New Year, Mom. I love you. Your mom ain't supposed to call you.
Matthew laughed and replied, "Come on, Mom." Also, it's still the 31st of December. He talked to her for a while and noticed it was 9:30. Matthew ended the call with his mom
Just hung up? Damn.
and hopped inside his car. While driving to the club, crowds of people could be seen cheering on the streets. Matthew parked his car near the club and saw his friends standing in front of the club and waiting for him. He went to them and everyone got super excited. Matthew was about to enter the club with them just when his eyes went to the dark corner at his left.
I'm gonna go to that guy and be like, some Chex Mix? You hungry?
A man was sitting in the corner, hiding his face into his knees.
It's too cold for
He
that.
figured out that there's a small, dingy alley lying in that corner. Suddenly, he lifted up his face and looked at the sky. His face looked heavily scarred. He then looked at Matthew and smiled with his crooked tooth
Like, I remember, we're in New York. This is normal.
and heavily scarred face. There was something in his smile that made Matthew's heart crawl into his throat.
I'm trying to eat, bro.
Rita came to him and said, "What happened? Let's go." Matthew shrugged off, saying nothing, and went inside the
My bad, y'all. My freaking camera keeps cutting off. Let's go.
Young people
Darn
celebrated
it.
New Year's Eve at IMR
It's not a
Club.
party.
And at 12 p.m., they all wished each other a very happy new year. Around 1 o'clock, we all got up to leave. Matthew wished Rita good night and came out of the club,
You partied for like 5 minutes.
looking for his car. The streets were still brimming with people celebrating the new year. He took out the keys and approached the car. Matthew noticed that he has forgotten to lock the car earlier, but he was too drunk to stand there and regret his mistake.
What?
He got inside and started the car.
He's in your car, isn't he?
Rita yelled at him while standing at the entrance of the club. "Matt, you sure you can drive?" Matthew said with a smile, "Yeah, don't worry. I will reach home in 15-20 minutes max."
You're dead.
He then waved his friends goodbye and drove away. The streets were filled with people, and he was driving slow just to be safe from his side. After 5 minutes, he took a left turn, and his eyes went on the back view mirror. As he looked onto it, Matthew's blood turned cold.
Oh,
He saw
shit.
someone was sitting in the back seat.
No!
couldn't
I need
see
YouTube,
the
I need
man-
YouTube Premium, damn it.
Man's face, but he could see his creepy, wide eyes watching Matthew from the dark. For a second, Matthew was numb and terrified. But then he thought, "I'm already hell drunk. There's no way I can fight this guy and drive the car at..."
What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Why would you go to a party with no DD? What is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is up with people driving drunk? You know you're not supposed to. What is wrong with you?
at the same time. So he decided to be rational about the situation. Matthew asked in a scared voice, hello, do you need to go somewhere?"
You're in New York. How do you not lock your car? You weren't even drunk. I can't, bro. I
In a
can't.
very bizarre way, and said, "I thought you wouldn't even notice me." Matthew was sure that this man's only intention is to rob him. So, without wasting any more seconds, he said, "Look, man, if you want, you can take my wallet and leave. I won't even fight you. Just please
Beat his ass.
leave my car. I don't want any problem tonight." The man screamed at the top of his lungs and said, "I am not some fucking beggar. Is that how you treat people in New Year? Keep driving or I will..."
Your ass naked, hair greasy as fuck, eyes beady-eyed. What do you expect?
"Slice your throat with my sharp knife." The man then came forward, and Matthew recognized his face in a flash.
Bro.
It was that same homeless guy near the club. He could see his face clearly now. His eyes were bursting out.
His hair greasy as fuck.
There was something unusual about his pupils. They weren't like the pupils of humans.
Oh shit.
Instead, looked more like cats or a
Oh.
completely different creature.
Oh shit. Hold on.
The guy told in the same spine-chilling voice, "Keep driving the car. There will be a right turn ahead. Take that turn. Do as I
You fucking with a demon, bro.
say, or this will be the last New Year of your life."
What the fuck?
Matthew had no other option but to listen to this man. He had no idea if the man really had a knife with him or not, but there was no way he's taking the risk. As Matthew took the right turn, They got onto an empty road. There was hardly any car on that road.
I know what you're thinking. I'm eating my milk. Yes.
It was like an adjacent lane to the highway. The roads looked very spooky, surrounded by bushy trees on the sides.
Just beat his ass.
There was hardly any light, except headlights of Matthew's car on the road. After driving
Look
like
at his
this for
long ass nipples, bro.
5 minutes more,
I'm sorry.
something unexpected happened.
He farts.
The man on the back seat started to cough terribly.
Finish just in time. Just in time. What the hell?
Matthew noticed his eyes were turning even more wide as his tongue came out of his mouth. The man had a really big tongue, which creeped the hell out of Matthew. He realized there was something very wrong with this guy. Suddenly, the
Hairball?
man told in a choking voice, "Stop. Stop the car now." Out of fear, Matthew immediately stopped the car. The man got out of
Drive
his car
off!
while coughing terribly.
Drive
It
away.
felt like he couldn't breathe.
It's a hairball, bro.
Matthew sat inside the car, being numb. He didn't know what to do. He thought to drive back and get the hell away from this man as soon as possible,
You would think.
but something didn't let him. He sat in the car, staring at this man's unusual behavior. The man crawled on the road and came right in front of Matthew's car. The headlights were falling on him.
Drive away.
What happened next terrified Matthew for his
Just tell him by your part so far to the left. You're dumb.
entire life. As the man choked to death, suddenly his bones started to crack on his own. He sat down on the highway while screaming like a creature from another world.
Happy New Year, y'all.
The sound of his bones creaking fucked up Matthew's mind completely.
Drive away.
He was already in a state of trance due to the alcohol. Now the sound of choking mixed with the bones cracking felt like a living nightmare. Matthew kept staring at this guy and slowly realized that the horror is yet to come.
Oh wow, it gets worse.
After a few seconds like this, the man suddenly got up and started to tear his own skin from his body.
Bro, a skinwalker.
The way he was tearing off his skin made it seem like he was wearing a costume. He threw patches of skin, soaked in blood, here and there while screaming in pain. Matthew couldn't believe what he was witnessing.
Y'all had to use the most generic scream sound effect.
He knew he wasn't that drunk to imagine all this shit.
Probably is.
After taking the entire skin off, the man turned at the car and looked
Bro, looking like Meat from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. If you don't know who Meat is from MK Armageddon, look it up.
at Matthew. A horrifying human figure was standing in the middle of the road. There was not a single piece of skin on his body.
Nah, actually, just so you know the time, I'm gonna put a picture of him right here. That's Meat.
The veins
That's
and
this
red
guy.
flesh gushing out of this vicious creature.
All he's missing is the eyeball hanging down from his face.
Matthew was breathing heavily. He felt like his heart will stop right now. The man again stared at the sky and said in the scariest voice ever heard by human ears, "It's time to get a new skin."
Yo!
just turned lucky.
This guy could have been drove off. I don't feel sorry for him at this point. I didn't feel sorry for him when he got into that vehicle. Unlocked vehicle. He left it unlocked. Intoxicated. Drove. Kept driving with the guy in the car. Did not drive away when the guy was hurling his balls off. This guy's dead.
As this time I'm going to pick a woman.
Ooh.
Happy New Year, Matt. The creature laughed in a demonic voice and hopped into the jungle like a four-legged
Only in New York. Only in New York.
animal and disappeared into the darkness of the woods.
That's crazy.
Matthew rushed his car way back.
It's gonna be his friend, huh?
He didn't talk, didn't come out for an entire week.
It's gonna be his friend.
He left New York after a month
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
came back to his hometown.
Hell yeah.
One night, he was reading an article on Greek
Close your curtains. Close your curtains!
mythology,
I'm sorry for
which made a
pausing it.
truly terrifying revelation.
Ugh.
Greek people believe in a demon who is said to be a shapeshifter,
Oh.
or sometimes a skinwalker.
Oh, yep, exactly.
These demons are said to acquire any creature's skin or shape to hide in the human world.
Have mercy.
Matthew knows these are just some old scary folklores, but how can he ever tell anyone that this New Year's Eve he actually came
Change your
across
part,
a
dude.
skinwalker? He prays to God that he never sees that creature again in his entire life.
Okay, that one was... We just met. That wasn't too bad of a story. I think it upped the scare factor just bringing up, like, folklore and shit like that. Do y'all think skinwalkers exist? Personally, I don't think so. I mean, but you never know what's out there. This world is so big, and there's unexplored trenches of the world that probably will never be touched, and there's just shit down there that's, you just never know. But yeah, story 2, let's go. Last one. Ow! Ow!
Adam woke up hearing loud
Yo, Adam got jaundice. I'm sorry.
screams. It was coming from his neighbor's house.
Oh,
They were having a New Year party.
getting crunk.
Adam looks at the clock. It was 12 p.m.
Hey!
He heard them wishing Happy New Year to each other.
Happy New Year.
Adam's life has changed a lot within the last year.
I can tell.
He got up from his bed and looked at his bedroom wall. The wall had an enlarged picture of a married couple.
Uh-huh.
It was Adam and Selena.
Uh-huh.
Adam met Selena while studying college.
Hell yeah.
They got married and were living a happy life
Yeah.
when Selena suddenly changed into a different person.
Oh?
She was seen depressed all the time. Last year, on this day, Selena jumped from his office roof. Adam still doesn't know why Selena committed suicide. He doesn't even have the minimum idea of what she was doing at his office that night.
What?
Staring from his bedroom window, Adam saw the entire sky filled with colorful crackers.
That's so sad.
Everyone in the city is busy celebrating the new year, except Adam. He got back to his bed and tried to sleep.
Yeah, you can't sleep
He has
through
lots
that.
of-
You cannot sleep through that. Especially if you live in an apartment. People are going to be throwing firecrackers and shit. Damn, firecrackers. Fireworks and shit. Damn, this is sad.
Work tomorrow. Just when he closes his eyes, his phone rang. It was a call from Sophia. Sophia was Adam's secretary, but she left the job last year. Adam answered the phone, saying, "Yes, tell me." Sophia replied in a soft
Tell
voice,
him what?
"Happy New Year, Adam."
Oh!
said in an irritated
he's
voice.
expecting the Happy New Year calls. Okay.
"Thanks, same to you," and disconnected the call. The next morning, Adam reached the office and entered his cabin.
Bro needs a shave.
There were only a handful of people working today. Most of the employees are on holiday. Even though Adam could have taken a break, he didn't. Julia came with a cup of coffee and said, "Happy New Year, sir. Here's your coffee." Adam
The
looked
next person that says Happy New Year to me, you're getting fired.
at her and said, "I am going to leave for a business meeting. I will be back in the office by 3 p.m. I will finish the rest of the files then and leave for home by 7 p.m.
Bro is green.
So just arrange the pending files for me and then take the day off." Julia nodded and went to put the cup on his desk. Suddenly, something very weird happened. As Julia was about to place the cup on the table, she felt like someone pushed her from behind, and the cup fell on the desk, spilling coffee all over Adam's white shirt.
What?
Adam stood up in anger, saying, "What the hell are you doing, Julia?" Julia said in tearful eyes, "I am so sorry, sir. I don't know what happened. I just couldn't control my hand. Felt like someone pushed it."
You could tell Digital Kai is invested when I just shut the hell up and watch.
Adam looked at her with an irritated face and yelled, Shut up. Just arrange the files and leave."
Excuse me?
Julia left the cabin with a sad face.
Throw the cup at him.
She had no idea what happened all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Adam got up and took a close look at his shirt. The coffee stain was quite big.
Fuck.
He can't go to a business meeting like this.
Damn. that
He called
sucks.
the officials and told them due to some emergency, he has to shift the meeting after lunch. Now, Adam will have to work late at night. He got on into his car and headed for home to change his cloth. His house was a half an hour drive from his office.
Yikes.
He unlocked the door and got into his bedroom to change. He was tucking his clean shirt when his eyes went to the enlarged photo on the wall.
Oh, that's his shirt. I thought it was his gut.
He was beyond surprised. The photo that featured Adam and Selena on their wedding day was not there anymore.
Ooh.
It seemed like someone scratched Adam's face, tearing the photo in many places. The glass of the photo frame was shattered too.
Dang.
Broken pieces of glass were lying all over the floor. Adam immediately called security. As the security picked up the phone, Adam shouted, "Did anyone get inside my apartment?" The security said that no one entered the apartment since the morning.
Skinwalker.
Also, if anyone broke in, the door shouldn't have been locked. Adam was feeling confused and annoyed at the same
You
time.
ain't got cameras?
He said to himself, "What the hell is wrong with my life today?"
You ain't got cameras,
He
dude?
cleaned all the broken glass and stormed out of the house in anger. It was already 3:30 p.m., He couldn't even eat.
Late.
He met the clients in a conference room in
IMR
a
hotel?
5-star hotel. After all the
5-star?
troubles, the meeting finally started, and fortunately, it went well.
Good.
After the meeting, Adam went to the hotel restaurant to eat. He looked at the sky from the large glass window of the
Yo,
hotel
my guy is depressed. Oh my goodness.
restaurant. The sun was setting on the horizon. The reflection of the restaurant could be seen on this huge glass window.
But that's nice.
Adam took the first bite of his sandwich
Bro got a lettuce burger? What the fuck is that?
and looked up again to the window.
Oh, no.
What he saw made his heart drop to his stomach. There was a reflection of him sitting in the restaurant, but who is that?
Ooh.
Who is the person standing behind him?
Ooh.
There was a reflection of a horrible looking woman.
Ooh.
Her face was partially bandaged and her body was covered in bloodstains. Adam turned around immediately, but there was no one.
No.
He was sitting all by himself.
Bro's tripping.
Adam felt like he knew this woman, but couldn't see her clearly enough in the reflection. He said to himself, "What is going on with my head today?" Somehow, he finished eating and went to pay the bills. He looked at the cashier and said in a low voice,
I see dead people.
"Was there a woman here a few minutes earlier?" The cashier looked at him with surprised eyes and said, "No, sir, you were the only one eating here at this time. After lunch hour, the restaurant mostly stays empty." Adam smiled awkwardly and left for his office. When he reached the office, there was no one inside.
Yeah.
The empty office premise stood in front of him, like a barren field.
Could he work from home?
He went to his cabin and sat on his chair. He said to himself, "What a life." A huge pile of files was lying on his desk with a small note that read, "I have arranged the files just like you said, sir. Sorry for the morning incident."
Take it home.
Adam felt bad for howling at Julia earlier. She didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
As Adam started to think about it, something came to his mind.
What?
Julia said that someone pushed her hand, but there wasn't anyone in the cabin except them.
Uh-huh.
This year has begun with a very unnatural start.
Ugh.
Adam started to work on the files. His cabin was on the left side. He can see the workplace outside the glass door of his cabin. All the computers were shut down. The tube lights on the ceiling brightened the empty office in a very spooky way. After working for an hour, Adam decided to pour himself a cup of coffee. He was about to get up when he saw a shadowy figure standing at the corner of the workstation.
I'm shutting down the whole business.
The corner was dark and far from his cabin, so he couldn't get a clear view. He came out and said in
That's your next response is to come out the office? I would stay in there and shrivel until morning time.
a loud voice, "Hello? Anyone here?"
Hello?
No sound came except the sounds of winds blowing. Adam checked the area but couldn't see anyone. He walked to the coffee machine and inserted a coin for a black coffee.
Heck yeah.
An uneasy feeling was going inside his mind as if someone is watching him. Adam raised his hand to take the coffee cup just when he felt someone chuckled in his
Yo.
ear. Out of shock, he spilled some of the coffee on the floor. Drops of sweat appeared on his forehead.
Heck no.
Adam turned around, but couldn't see anyone this time as well.
Oh dear.
He said in a shaken voice,
Hello?
"Who is there? Come on out." He started to feel scared now. He threw the coffee into the dustbin nearby and said, "That's enough for today. I am going home.
Hell yeah.
To hell with this office and to hell with this work."
Yeah.
He rushed inside the cabin and picked up his coat to leave.
Where's the cameras?
As he opened the cabin door, he heard a woman's voice. "Adam, Adam, can't you hear me, hun?"
Hello?
That voice said. Adam's face turned pale. He recognized this voice, but how could it be? It was the voice of his dead wife, Selena.
Ooh.
He replied with hesitation, "Is this some kind of fucking joke? Who is this?" The woman said again, "I am waiting for you, hun. Come here."
He's gonna kill himself,
Adam
bro.
couldn't help but follow the voice. He walked to the office roof, following the sound.
No!
The roof was empty and dark. Small lights were placed at the edge of the roof.
No, he's not.
The chilling wind was piercing Adam's heart.
No, he's not.
He was feeling extremely cold. Suddenly, he heard the same chuckling sound behind him. As he turned around, this time his heart dropped into his stomach out of fear. He said in a panicked voice, "Selena, oh my God, but you are dead, right?" Selena replied.
Yo.
Her face was partially covered with a
Shorty's
bandage.
ankles?
Blood was dripping from her blonde hair. Her clothes were ripped and soaked in blood. Adam's eyes were wide in fear and
He's
shock.
not gonna die, is he?
He fell on the floor. Selena started to walk
Yo,
towards
look at Shorty's ankle, bro. Look at Shorty's ankle. You know you're fucked.
him slowly, and Adam started to crawl back
Shorty got 2 left feet. I'm sorry.
like prey in front of a hungry lion.
He's gonna die.
Selena said in a spine-chilling voice, "Happy New Year, hun. I have come to get you." Adam screamed in fear, saying, "Why? What have I done?" Selena replied, "I saw you with Sophia.
Oh!
How could you do that to me?
Wait, what?
You don't deserve to live."
Ooh!
Adam's face shook in shame.
Did he cheat on
He
her?
indeed cheated on his wife with the secretary, but he never knew her ghost would.
That'll do it! That'll do it!
Come back to take revenge on him. He gasped and started breathing heavily. "Please, forgive me.
You're
I
fucked.
fired her.
You're
Believe
fucked.
me."
I don't feel sorry for you anymore. You're fucked.
Selena stopped for a second
You're cooked.
and said in a low voice, "Do you want to see what happened to my face
Oh,
when I
Lord.
jumped off this
I don't want to
roof?"
see that.
Slowly, she
Ah!
took off the bandage from her face. Adam has never seen such a horrifying face in his entire life. Her left eye
Ah!
was hanging down from the eye socket. The skin was smashed, and red flesh was coming out of it. Her teeth could be seen widely as half of her lips were cut out. She screamed, scaring the hell out of him, and started to run towards
Oh,
him.
hell. I'm gonna have a heart attack right there. This shit come towards me! Having a heart attack. Infarction. Infraction, where the fuck it's called. I'm having a brain aneurysm if that shit comes towards me!
Out of fear and huge shock, Adam lost all his senses and ran towards the end of the roof without seeing the edge of it.
She's done.
With a loud thud and blood-freezing scream, Adam's body fell down from the 6th floor of his own office. Blood splattered all over the ground as his brains came out of his skull. The next morning, the local news flashed. An unfortunate death has taken place. Famous industrialist Adam Smith committed suicide last night from his office roof. A year back, his wife Selena Smith also committed suicide in the same manner. The police are investigating this matter. Everyone is shocked and out of words after discovering his body on the night of New Year.
Have you ever wished?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. All right. Damn, that was insane. The first story couldn't even compete with the one we just watched. I knew something was up in the beginning when the wife just committed suicide altogether. Moral of the story, guys, don't cheat on your spouses. These things can happen. My blood pressure is up. But yeah, y'all, Happy New Year. Shout out to everybody who has joined Digital Kai's clan. I'm so excited for the new year to come. I'm hoping to be in better shape, mentally and physically. Put the channel back on a better spot because let me tell y'all, this channel has came from a very, very rough beginning. There's a whole story behind that if you guys want to know what happened with that. But the fact that we're building this channel to where it is now, I'm very, very grateful that I have the mental capacity to go back on YouTube again and just put myself out there for y'all to enjoy or even laugh at. I don't even care. But Happy New Year. If y'all want to see more horror story videos just like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll leave my entire horror story reaction collection in the description box below and in the end screen, maybe right here for y'all to check out. Once again, Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. I am very, very, very grateful that I still have this space to make content for you guys because, yo, that horror story video was crazy. I'm sorry. But as always, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Happy New Year. Take care of yourselves and don't cheat on your spouse.